Hey
Hey
Dante,
Dante, how's the just give us an update on the toe. How's it feeling this week?
It's getting there. I'm still, working to. I met with a few doctors, a few specialists over this weekend, to take a better look at it. It's feeling better. It's just, just trying not to aggravate it, man.
Let's go to Mike Slarte and then Miles Simmons.
Thanks, Preston. Hey, Dante. Defensively, the challenge this week, it seems like it starts at quarterback with Patrick Mahomes, but Brian Burns was saying this is a week of really plastering guys to limit his options to throw it.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's a guy. There's a lot of quarterbacks in this league that once you get them off their spot, they're different guys. In terms of like the throws they can make and just the things they can do. When they get off their spot, and he's just one of those rare guys that it really doesn't matter, if you get him off his spot or not. Only thing that really matters is getting him on the ground. Because like if you get him off his spot or get him uncomfortable, he still can make the same amount of throws. He still can, make flashy plays. So definitely on the back end, we're gonna have to definitely make sure we plaster, make sure we have great eye discipline, and just make sure we dropping where we're supposed to drop, and just try to eliminate the self-inflicting wounds.
Hey, Donte, I have a couple things for you. First, what does it mean to have Rudolph Douglas back with you guys?
Oh, it means a lot. It means a lot, man. I'm sure you guys can see it. Rasul's he came in since the Raiders game, and he's just been, a guy who never complains. He just come out and work. So just getting him back is definitely, gives us a great boost of confidence. Just to have him back on the field, moving around, and just to get to see him in the building is definitely a great feeling.
And then something that Matt Rule was talking about earlier is that with the Chiefs, he said that they run routes differently than a lot of teams. If they so they do moves like double moves and things differently and deeper than a lot of teams will do because of Patrick Mahomes' arm strength. What does that mean for you as a corner and how you guys have to, I guess, play different routes as the Chiefs are doing them?
Well, mostly it's just discipline, man. It's making sure your eyes are in the right spot. Like I stated, just not getting lured to sleep about him running around, about him, moving the pocket, about him just, trying to get, because he's always comfortable. So you just got to make sure you just doing everything. If you got to stay high, stay high. If you got a guy in front of you that you need to be more closer to, attached to, be attached to him, be close to him. If you have a zone drop that you got to drop, just make sure you make your drops. And that's just something that we all been making sure we really detailed on. We had a little extra time to really look into, things that they like to do. So just making sure we're very, very disciplined, making sure we're very, very just poised, and not really getting ahead of ourselves, because that's an explosive team, so some plays are gonna be made, but we just gotta make sure we stay together.
Let's go to Elena Getzenberg and then Joe Person.
Hey, Dante, I know you're sick of talking about this toe, but and it's probably a big pain for you. But I was curious, like when it mid-game, like it starts hurting and like against the Falcons, and you just can't go anymore. What's that feel like for you? Like
it's super, 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 super. I can't express how much of a frustrating feeling it is, because when you get out there and you just want to be out there and you want to help your teammates, you want to be out there and you want to fight with your teammates, I'm a big guy on, when I'm not able to go, coaching my guys up, just making sure I'm staying in tune and staying, live on the sideline. But it's very, very frustrating when I can't get out there and help them. And like, especially when I feel like I'm really playing, at a high level, I really just feel like, my teammates, they have been very, very supportive. But I know it's just frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. I'll be feeling good all the way until it's not. And once it's not, it's just like, all right, like I'm not taking no more. And it's like I said, I can't stress how frustrating it really is, especially for a competitor like me. I just want to get out there and compete and help my team win and help my team be successful. And when I can't do that, it's just, it hurts me a lot. And, but I just trying to stay on it, man. Stay on this treatment and try to keep this thing right. Because like I said, when it's feeling good, it's feeling good. But I just can't try to let it get me too down. But it's very frustrating.
And if I could just follow up on that, when you met with the doctor specialist this weekend, are you going to try any new cleats or something different? Is there anything they advised you on doing?
I'm trying a new acupuncture routine to like help minimize the pain when it does start hurting. That's something I've been doing since I want to say Friday or Saturday. Friday. I've been doing that since Friday, and that's been that like throughout the weekend and letting it like rest a little bit and still staying on it with the treatment. That's had that helped me have a better day today on it. So just gonna keep going. You know, I know it's just an uphill battle. I know that this is something that just won't just go away on its own. You got to really just force it and stay on it. And that's just what I've been doing, you know, trying, like I said, trying not to let it get me too down. My teammates been very, very supportive. My teammates been right on my side, you know, making sure that that they know that they're there for me and stuff like that. So just got to stay on it and just be a pro about it.
Donte, you guys are in the midst of a stretch of games against some of the best NFL quarterbacks currently and maybe all time. You obviously have been in the league. You played at cornerback, but what is that? How daunting a challenge is that for some of the younger defensive backs that you guys have been relying on?
Oh, we don't blink. And that's something Trey Boston, myself, and Rasul and Justin Burris, that's some things we just try to keep in the air in the secondary room. We don't blink. These guys, like I see it as the way I see it. I see it as all the quarterbacks we face are really, really good. You know, if you playing against what guys did, then everybody's a great, you know, player. We just go out there and focus on Sunday. You know, whoever the opponent may be, that's just one of the things that we preach. You know, since we have so many young guys back there. You know, and I was a young guy once with Mike Adams. You know, telling me that I can't be, you know, Aaron Rodgers fan this week. Like, you know, I'm just a football head. And we have guys like that in the room who obviously been watching football their whole life, who obviously have been watching these guys do great things their whole life. But you just got to play the game that's happening on Sunday and play against the quarterback that's playing on Sunday and not what he's done or not what he's going to do. So there's just something that we just preach in there to the young guys and try to keep them up.
Let's go to Josh Klein and then David Newton.
Donte, you talked about talking to the younger guys in the room. What advice do you have for Chin, who is dealing with this knee thing? He's had a hip stuff in terms of dealing with injuries when you're in the NFL versus when you're in college. Because I know you've had some lingering injuries in your career.
I just told him from experience, the first thing I did, and especially last year, was I got my mental out of it. Like I lost my head when I couldn't get out there and compete. I lost my head when I just couldn't be myself, when I wasn't 100. Even when I got back off my injury, I couldn't be myself because I just wasn't in it mentally. And that's just the one thing I like to tell him. Like I actually told Chin that today, but I'd like to tell that to any of the young guys or any person. Really don't have to be a young guy. If I experienced it, I like to, you know, put my little 2 cents in it if they want. But I just really just tell them just keep your head in there and don't really let the fact that you can't really go or you can't be yourself, you can't be 100 like dawn on you mentally, because that'll mess up everything for you. Your game, that'll mess up your preparation, that'll even mess up your treatment of trying to come back from your injury once you let your head go. And I know that's one thing I did when I pulled my groin last year. I just let my head go and it messed up my game, it messed up my performance, it messed up just everything that dealing with, you know, this sport. So just that's my basic thing. Like just keep your head in it. Make sure you still come in here ready to have fun. Make sure you still come in here ready to just work regardless of your limitations. So just keep your head in it. That's one thing I told Chen. I actually told him that today.
Hey, Donte, good to see you doing well. Good to see you talking about your toe still. So hope there are more jokes. Staying on that Chin line, what about him? You went through the rookie thing a few years ago, and what about him has impressed you the most? Any play or anything that stood out the most to you?
He's really poised. You know, he's rarely rattled. Like he's water, really. You know, and it's a lot of young guys from the top guys to the not so top guys. You know, you're gonna at some point you're gonna be champagne, you're gonna be soda. And once something go wrong, you're gonna burst and you're gonna want to do, you know, you gonna want to explode. But he's rarely that. You know, he's most of the time he's water. Most of the time he's always level-headed. He's always willing to learn, and he's always willing to work. And that's just some things that you just can't teach.
Thanks.
All right, guys, we have time for two more. So let's go to Phil Orban and then Deshaun Brown.
Hey, Donte, Matt talked about the experience that the younger guys got when you and Rasul were both out Thursday night. You were obviously in a different situation, but do you kind of remember your first game action and the kind of the difference between that game action and the preseason action, and how that kind of helps your growth and development?
Oh, it helped a lot. It helped a lot. Just like the way that I play the game now, is everything just slowing down a little bit. So definitely like getting out there in the game, it really like helps you, getting those game experience, getting those game reps, especially against like great players or great quarterbacks. It just definitely one thing, it helps your confidence, and it helps your game overall. It's some guys are gonna come out there and just be, a alpha right off the spot, but some guys you got to trickle in. You have to get a feel for the game, stuff like that. So I just think that getting those experience, getting those game reps, it definitely helps with your confidence. It helps with your just understanding the sport more. Like I can say rules off the back of my head that I didn't even know before I got out there and actually started playing and actually started moving around. So it definitely helps with just the overall game of football, like just being out there. So.
Hey, Donte, and thank you for taking the time. I did want to circle back to what you were saying about eye discipline. I remember you mentioned this was something that you worked on a lot during the off season. How do you see the game differently now?
It's very, very slow. It's very slow. It's very, I just have I would hear the play, I can see the formation, and I can automatically like start eliminating things in my head, or start, knowing like, all right, I might get this and this, I might be a little late on this. It just makes I understand the game a little bit more, especially when you have a play where you have good eyes and good feet, because sometimes you can have good eyes and bad feet and still be able to make a play. And just like I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like it's just slowing down. It's just understanding it more. I can be more vocal out there. I can just be more, I can communicate a little bit more, because like I start seeing stuff before plays and stuff. And it just, like I said, I really can't explain it. It's just like a feeling I have when I'm just out there.
I do want to follow up quickly on that. Did you grasp the significance of good vision when you're out there before? Did you really feel the difference now?
Oh, definitely feel the difference now. I definitely took having good eyes and good patience. I took it for granted because I'm such a good athlete. So I never really had to like focus on things like that until like I really forced myself and started making myself do it. And then I realized that it makes the game a whole lot easier, especially if you're a good athlete.